5,000 pounds of force. That is what it takes to rupture a human heart. Hello everyone. By popular demand, please allow me to dive further into question 8. You guys flooded to watch this video segment, asking why the answer wasn't A or D. And honestly, the answer is terrifying. Today, we aren't just memorizing a test answer. We are looking at the exact moment physics overwhelms biology. I honestly didn't expect the safety regulation question to be the most controversial topic on the channel this week, but here we are. Now, let's review this component. In the industry, we call it the orange box, or the shock pack. To the untrained eye, it appears to be a simple pouch of webbing, but in the world of physics and fall protection, this is actually a braking mechanism that stands between you and a catastrophic injury. We are examining question 8. What is the maximum arrest force permitted on the human body? The answer is B, 1,800 pounds. But have you ever asked why? Why not 5,000? Why not 900? The answer lies in the brutal reality of visceral damage. Imagine a worker falling 6 feet. If they are attached to a static rope, one that doesn't stretch, they stop instantly. In physics, when the stopping distance is near zero, the force skyrockets. We're talking about an impact spike of over 5,000 pounds hitting the body in a fraction of a second. If you chose option D, 5,000 pounds, you identified the strength of the anchor, the steel beam you tie off to. But if your body takes that same 5,000 pound hit, your anchor might hold, but your internal organs will not. Your heart, your spleen, your liver, they keep moving inside your rib cage until they rupture. This is where the engineering of the orange boxes proves effective. Inside this pack is a specific stitching pattern designed to tear. As it tears, the lanyard extends by up to 3.5 feet. It trades distance for force. By slowing you down over that extra distance, it bleeds off the kinetic energy. This brings us to option B. Medical data and OSHA standards 1926.502 have determined that the human body, when supported by a full body harness, can survive a maximum jolt of 1,800 pounds. That is the biological red line. Anything above that risks life-threatening internal bleeding. Anything below that is survivable. In conclusion, so why is B the correct answer? Because 1,800 pounds isn't just a random number in a rule book. It is the precise threshold where engineering meets human biology. It is the limit of what we can endure, and this little orange box ensures we never cross it.
The brutal static stop. Peak force over 5,000 pounds. Internal trauma. Organs rupture.
The physics of survival tells the story of two very different falls. On the left, we see the nightmare scenario. The brutal static stop. Here, a worker is attached to a non-stretching steel cable. Because the stopping distance is near zero, the graph shows a terrifying vertical spike, a peak force of over 5,000 pounds. That red glow you see on the worker's chest, that represents fatal internal trauma where organs rupture because, as the gauge warns, physics has overwhelmed anatomy. But look to the right, this is the engineered braking stop. Here, the orange box's rip-stitch pack tears open, extending the lanyard. The diagram shows us precisely what is happening. We are trading distance for force. By extending the stop, the impact curve flattens out. The result is right here in the center. Instead of hitting the red danger zone, we stay in the green safe zone under the 1,800 pound biological red line. This is where engineering meets biology to ensure that you don't just stop falling, you survive the stop.
The energy absorber deploys to dissipate fall energy, keeping forces on the worker below 1,800 pounds.
What you are seeing here is the silent, deadly reality of physics meeting biology. At first glance, the human torso is a marvel of engineering organs protected by a cage of bone. But watch closely. That flash of light, that is the moment of impact. A force exceeding 5,000 pounds is slamming into the body in a fraction of a second. Notice the liver on the right. It doesn't just bruise, it fractures. The sheer G-force causes the tissue to shear and rupture, sending blood splattering into the cavity. This is catastrophic internal bleeding that no harness can stop. And the heart? Look at the way it shudders. The shock wave disrupts its rhythm, compressing it against the sternum. This isn't just an injury, it is a system failure. This video is the reason for the 1,800-pound limit. It is the graphic proof that while our bones might hold, our insides cannot withstand the brutal math of a static fall. What you are seeing here is the silent, deadly reality of physics meeting biology. At first glance, the human torso is a marvel of engineering organs protected by a cage of bone. But watch closely. That flash of light? That is the moment of impact. A force exceeding 5,000 pounds is slamming into the body in a fraction of a second. Notice the liver on the right. It doesn't just bruise, it fractures. The sheer G-force causes the tissue to shear and rupture, leading to catastrophic internal bleeding that no harness can stop. And the heart? Look at the way it shudders. The shock wave disrupts its rhythm, compressing it against the sternum. This isn't just an injury, it is a system failure. This video is the reason for the 1,800-pound limit. It is the graphic proof that while our bones might hold, our insides cannot withstand the brutal math of a static fall. In conclusion, we've broken down question 8 and learned that the correct answer is B, 1,800 pounds. But we also knew that this number isn't just a regulation, it's the biological limit of the human body. We saw the terrifying reality of what happens without an energy absorber, a static stop that creates a 5,000-pound shockwave, rupturing internal organs and causing fatal visceral damage. The solution is this brilliant piece of engineering, the orange box. By ripping apart and extending your stopping distance, it trades force for time, keeping you in the green zone, safe and alive. We proved today that these numbers aren't just red tape, they are the physics of survival. Remember, the equipment's design is there to protect the human body's design. We're going to keep decoding these complex concepts so you can work smarter. Don't rely on guesswork when your life is on the line. If you want to truly understand the gear you wear, subscribe to more interesting news and questions about construction, fall protection, and safety. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the following breakdown. Here at Basic Concept and Design, whether we are forecasting 2026 runway trends or decoding the physics of safety, our goal is always to understand how things work and why they matter. If you want more deep dives into the mechanics of our world from high fashion to high risk safety, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We have some incredible breakdowns coming in the next few days that you won't want to miss. I'm Kevin, and thanks for watching.